Welcome back. Now, results of by-elections in Ditsobotla in the northwest are expected this morning. It followed the dissolution of council. 20 ward and 19 proportional representation seats were up for grabs. The ANC and EFF campaigned hard against each other, but their efforts may be scuppered by the 15 smaller parties and an independent that entered the race. Moloko Moloto is in Lichtenburg and brings us the very latest. Moloko, when we last spoke, all indications were that the ANC was going to probably take the majority of those wards. How's it looking now?
Well, indeed, Mfundo, the African National Congress is certainly being challenged by the EFF as well as the Democratic Alliance, and we understand that voting has been continuing since overnight. But I'm going to ask that we speak to the Provincial Electoral Officer, Dr. Dumelontle Kiba. Ma'am, give us an update. What is the latest?
At the moment, we have concluded counting at all our stations, and we are in the process of finalizing our capturing. Remember, this is a very sensitive process, so we have to be very careful that the pace that we keep is congruent to the quality that we want to produce as a product, as a final product. So at the moment, we have 2 VDs that we're capturing for. We will then do quality assurance. We will scan the result slips so that the national office can then do the final quality assurance in preparation for the results that we hope to release in 60 minutes.
In 60 minutes, in an hour. But in terms of the process up to so far, have you had any complaints, be it from the voters or the party agents, the political parties themselves?
No, just the usual incidents of misunderstanding at 1 or 2, 3 of our stations, but nothing major really, because political parties do know that if, and so do party agents, if there is any disgruntlement on their part or dissatisfaction, they can lodge objections with the commission. But the fact that we concluded the results and party agents, not all obviously, but party agents did sign the result slip, means that we did not have any major issues.
What are the preliminary results? What are the indications, particularly on the bigger parties, but also the smaller parties? Is there an indication that perhaps they are beginning to make headway?
We can never say that until we have the final, in quotation marks, provisional results, because remember, the national office has to audit us and do quality assurance. That is the reason we're scanning the result slips to them so they can assist us with the quality assurance. But we can never speculate or guess that the results might be inclined to this particular party until we have the final products.
In terms of the seats in council, we understand there are 20 wards, but you have 19 PR seats. My understanding is that generally you will have the equal number of both PR seats and wards. What has happened? What is the formula here where you have numbers that are uneven?
No, it doesn't work like that at all. It doesn't work like that. The MEC is empowered to decide the number of seats per municipality. So in this particular municipality, there are 20 wards, so obviously there'll be 20 ward councillors, and then there are 19 PR seats. We don't say it has to be 50-50. We've got no right to say that. It is the MEC's prerogative to decide how many PR seats he or she will allocate to a particular municipality.
Well, Dr. Kiba, let me also welcome you to Newsroom Africa. We're live on air. Maybe just give us what time exactly are we expected to see the results for the by-elections?
The provisional results should be ready in about 60 minutes, which is an hour. Less than an hour now that I've been with you for about 2 minutes. So in 58 minutes or so, we will have the provisional results. In other words, the results that are not completely quality assured by the national office. And the national office will take about maybe an hour to 90 minutes to do quality assurance, and then the official results will be released.
And then there's a list that we saw on the dashboard of the IEC. Is that the right list, or is there another list? We saw that the ANC has won 15 wards, lost 2 wards, one in Budibe and also in Kolini. The list that we are seeing now, is it legit?
No, remember the target. This is a moving target. When we approach the final stage of the work that we do in elections in general and by-elections in particular, whatever you see that's on the dashboard gets updated. What you saw was songs without the 2 VDs. So once we have captured the results for the 2 VDs, done quality assurance, scanned, as I said, the results slipped to the national office, they will then update the dashboard.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, ma'am, just a quick final one. I'm not too sure if you have this data, though. Particularly the big 3 political parties, the ANC, the DA, and the EFF, how many wards in this municipality before this by-elections did these parties have?
Oh, that's very difficult to say, because remember, I was preparing for this by-election. But there were about 5 or 6 parties represented in this municipality. It wasn't only the 3 parties. There must have been about 5 or 6 of them. I need to go look at my. I'm looking forward. No,
it's understandable, ma'am. We appreciate your time. Well, as she says, the expectation is that the results, all the results, will be formally announced in the next hour or so, and we will know then as to who has won control of this troubled Ditsobotla municipality. Mfundo?